There are 18 quintillion possible Minecraft seeds. 18 quintillion, which means the world you spawn into is essentially a lottery ticket. You could get something insane, or you could get dropped into the middle of nowhere with nothing. So I went through hundreds of seeds to find the best ones. But here's the thing, I didn't just want pretty worlds. Every single seed had to prove itself. Each one got a challenge, and not every seed made it. These are the 5 that did. Alright, seed 1. This is supposed to be the best survival start out of everything I found. Good spawn, resources close by, nothing trying to kill me immediately. So the test is simple. How long will it take for me to get full iron armor? Let's see what the seeds actually got. Alright, I spawn in and in the distance I see a village right away. That's a good sign. I don't even have to look for anything. Free loot basically. I'm taking everything that's not nailed down. This guy would not stop walking in and out of his door, making this sound the entire time. I don't know what his problem was. I tried to ignore him for a solid 2 minutes before I just had to deal with it. Sorry about that. Anyways, got what I needed from the village. Time to actually go find some ore. This part went better than expected. Find iron pretty fast, got a couple diamonds, which I wasn't counting on this early. And then the last piece of iron just would not show up. I want to say this took maybe 10 minutes, but it felt like it genuinely took forever. I was just running in circles, hoping to find something. There it is. Full iron, a little bit of diamond set. For a seed I pretty much knew nothing about beforehand, that's a really strong start. If this is what spawn looks like in just the beginning, I get why I made my list. Seed 2, best cave. The idea was simple. Grab a stone pickaxe, go in and see how deep the cave actually goes. I started at Y level 23, let's see how deep it goes. And I'm already at the bottom. I honestly thought it was going to be harder to get through this. I've definitely seen way deeper ones. Moving on. Seed 3. This one's not about surviving anything, it's just about how the world looks. So the challenge is simple. I'm trying to find the coolest screenshot. This one should be a little more interesting. In the first 30 seconds, I knew this would be a good one. I'm flying around, I see cliffs, I see rivers, I see villages. This is beautiful. Here's a nice little spot. And I'm moving around a little more, I see this. Ooh, this would be a nice little spot to build. Look at that, like a castle or something, I don't even know. Oh, laggy. You know what? This place is very nice. This spot ended up being my pick. I don't know what it is about this specific spot, but I like it. For a seed that's purely about looking good, this one's not messing around. Seed 4. These mountains form a complete enclosure around a small pocket of land. The challenge, survive entirely within the walls and never leave. I spawned in the middle of the world and I looked for a cave. I went inside the cave, got some iron, some coal, nothing impressive. This enclosure is not sitting on anything crazy, but it's enough. And then I found more coal, and then I found more iron, and then I found more stuff, and I caved for probably way too long in this challenge. I finally made it out, killed some zombies, made a bed, and survived the night. And then I built a house. I'm not a builder, this is not a good house, but it's inside the walls, and it's made from what the enclosure gave me, so it counts. When you zoom out and see the whole thing, it actually looks kind of sick. Not because of the house, just because the seed is genuinely a weird and cool thing to stumble across. Never left the walls once, seed passed. Last seed, and this one's different from everything else on the list. Spawn in, and there's a village on one side of the lake, and a pillager outpost directly across from it. This challenge, survive a full raid with just a diamond sword. That's it, one weapon. First thing I did was go over to the outpost and kill the captain to get the bad omen. Walked back across the lake, drank it, and started the war. First wave was fine. I lost a couple villagers though, which I honored by placing their banners on their house and bowing to them. But then I got back to work. Wave 2 was no problem. Wave 3 is where it got interesting. Ravagers spawned in the water, which honestly was pretty easy. I just kind of cheesed it and went underwater and killed them, and then I moved on. Wave 4, I died. There was a very strong Vindicator who took my head off, but I decided to pick my stuff back up. We don't talk about it. Wave 5, this is where it all fell apart. There's stuff everywhere. I'm running around trying to hold it together. And then a Ravager just ends me. The lake didn't care either way. But honestly, the seed earned its spot just for existing. The fact that this setup is even possible naturally is kind of insane and cool. Definitely the best seed on the list.